everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Knights offense is on the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offense coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Lyle. The sweet feet buy a little time. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Touchdown, UCF! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football and elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a move to get room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvin. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Surging forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Dar forced to settle for 3.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Lyle. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Knights! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the returner will be brought down. here comes the Bear offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Got his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking for a man. It's Yates. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to go.
Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Yates. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Grab behind the line. It's Harvin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this.
There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Scanning the field, it's Lyle. Got his man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They're going back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To throw, it's Yates. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are on the move. Back to pass, it's Lyle. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it behind the line. It's yours.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air, it's Yates. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvin. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lyle. Finds his tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With the catch, it's York. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.